up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They'll run with Penny. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Mack, draw play. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a give running left with Mack, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On the give, this is Mack, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Bernard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Jones. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, here we go. Run 20! Let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right now.
Tannehill now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Throwing, Jones completes it to Davis. A gain of 6 there on first.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, it's Mack. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Let's go. 30.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. 7 yards, the pick up there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Second down and goal. Tannehill. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This to the outside for Mack. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Jones. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Tannehill.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception. But it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Tannehill. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Man open is Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing again is Tannehill. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
on 2nd and 9. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Tannehill.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Big kick that time, 52 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run the draw play with Mack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Washington on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point.
This is 3rd and 8. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Second and 7.
Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This goes to Mack on the check down. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny.
gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On first down, Mack, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin. And some room to work. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Tannehill going to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Handoff to the fullback, Burton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline